If you suffer from the signs of aging or you're just trying to prevent them, there are really 3 things that you need in your arsenal. Let's check them out. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I am Skin Obsessed Mary, and if you're new here, I'm Mary. I am 49 years old, and while not a dermatologist or any kind of skincare professional, I am a serial experimenter of all things skincare. So over here is where I keep all my lotions and potions, and as I said, I'm constantly trying new things because not only are there always new things out there, the more that I use, the more I start to realize the things that are good for my skin. I like to look into research and find the products that are actually effective, and it's a minefield out there. So at any rate, this little guy is constantly changing. New things are coming in, old things are going out. I'm repurchasing, or sometimes I'm not. So today I want to talk about all these different types of things that I have. There are really 3 kind of categories that are the serious heavy hitters when it comes to anti-aging. Now, they're good for your skin anyway, because this really isn't just about having to fight those signs of aging when you get to be a certain age or trying to prevent them. It really is about skin health. And these 3 products will help on that journey to take care of all of it. Okay, item number 1. This is not going to come as a surprise if you've watched any of my videos. It's sunscreen. If you're only going to put one thing on your face, it should be this. Anyone over the age of 6 months old should be wearing it every single day. So whether you're sitting in your house, in the kitchen, the rays are getting to you. If you're in the car, driving along, the rays are getting to you. If you're walking the dog, the rays are getting to you. You need to wear sunscreen every day. And rule of thumb should be never less than SPF 30 every day. It's very simple. It's a no-brainer. What this stuff is going to do is 1, prevent cancer. Simple as that. Prevents cancer. And 2, prevents all the bad stuff that happens when you age. There's really no need to say anything else. You guys know the drill. Just don't get up and not put the stuff on your face. So I have 3 products that I use religiously, and I alternate them at different times in the year, but I'm still using them all the time. The first one is by Make Prem. It's an SPF 50. It's called the UV Defense Me, and it's a an SPF 50 PA+++++. This stuff is brilliant. So one of these guys will last you 6 months, 8 months. It's a very light, super milky fluid that rubs into your skin and it disappears. It's glorious. It works really well under makeup. It plays nicely with others. Can't say enough good stuff about it. Use it regularly. In fact, I'm wearing it today, even though there's no sun. The second one I use is by Elta MD. This is their tinted version. It's an SPF 40, and it's fantastic because it has a nice color to it. So sometimes, particularly I guess in the summertime, I'll use this. Now it could be considered a little bit on the darker side. So if you're super, super fair, it may not work for you. But for me, it's glorious. Again, disappears into the skin. Gives a tiny bit of a sheen, and I quite like the sheen because I'm getting older, and you know, you spend your teens and your 20s trying to get rid of the sheen, and you spend your 30s, 40s upwards trying to put it back in. So that is a fabulous product. And the last one I use a lot, and kind of comes as a surprise, it's sort of somewhere in between an SPF and a makeup. It's by Trinny London. It's called their BFF cream. I use this in a medium. I don't know what to say. It's kind of a skin perfector is what it's called, and it's an SPF 30. So sometimes if I'm not leaving the house, I'll put this on at the very least. It just kind of blurs the tone of your skin, and it smells amazing. I generally don't like fragrance in any of my products, but this is one that I absolutely love. I absolutely love. Did I mention that? Absolutely love it. So those are the 3 SPFs that I use, and I will use them every day. So that's rule number 1, use an SPF. Product number 2 is vitamin C. This is an antioxidant powerhouse. And one of the main things it does is it fights free radicals. And free radicals are those things that are pollutants, it can be the diet, it's all the bad stuff that finds its way into our skin. What they are actually is molecules that are damaged. And because they're damaged, they're looking for a way to be whole again. And to do that, it's actually searching for and attaching itself to healthy cells and trying to steal the good stuff out of it. Essentially, that's what's happening, and it's damaging your skin, and it's causing wrinkles, and it's causing loss of collagen. It's just basically trying to whether it means to or not, taking all the bad stuff out of the skin. So the vitamin C is like a little Pac-Man that run around and eat those things up in order to get them off of your skin. Now, they also boost UV defense. So when partnered with an SPF, it gives you even better protection from the sun. So it's an added little boost that you get by adding this into your SPF that you're already using. What it also does is stimulates the production of collagen. And collagen is something, it's one of those goodies that goes like this as we age. So it helps to renew that process within our skin cells. The thing that I think that did the most for me and what I noticed the most is the brightening of the skin. And it really does. It has an impact and it evens out your skin tone. And I even have these little age spots, actually caused from the sun and the damage that I would have gotten as a kid, and it just brightens everything up, and it's just absolutely fantastic. So it's really powerful, and it really does the job. So it's doing all sorts of good things for your skin, and it also helps sort of reduce the fine lines and wrinkles. Again, it's the stuff that we're all looking for as we get older. The problem with vitamin C, as with so many of the products out there in skincare land, it's hard to differentiate kind of what products you should buy, which are the right ones. They come in different formats, they come in different strengths, and they come in different pH levels, and all of these factor into it. And to be honest, couldn't go into it all right now. I would bore you to death. But I think I'm going to do another video on that, just on the vitamin C, because it's important and there's a lot of stuff out there. So maybe to help navigate the waters, I'll do that one next. But for now, I'll give you a shortcut. Vitamin C, in its purest form, and the form that is the most researched and is the most backed by efficacy reports, is called ascorbic acid, L-ascorbic acid. So when you are looking on the back of your little ingredients, look for ascorbic acid or L-ascorbic acid, okay? That's going to be the most effective and bioavailable of all of the vitamin C's, which just means you put it on your skin knows what to do with it. It doesn't have to be modified, or your skin doesn't have to do anything to it to get it to work, okay? And the other thing to look for are products that pair it with two other ingredients. One is vitamin E and the other is ferulic acid, because when those are partnered with the vitamin C, it basically just makes it more effective. I'll get into that another time, but for now, those would be my recommendations, is that you look for the products that have all three of those ingredients together, okay? And here's a few that I would recommend. Okay, the first is by Maelove. And that's sort of on the lower price point. So that's a good entry level. It's just easier in your pocketbook. That's a great one to try. Another one is Timeless, and I've used this one for years. Can't go wrong. It's another great one. It's also not expensive, so it's easy on the pocketbook. Another great option is by Paula's Choice. It is the C15 Super Booster. Great product. Again, contains all of those elements we're looking for. And of course, you cannot talk about vitamin C without talking about Skinceuticals. This is the Mac Daddy. It's the one that actually started it all. It's the cult classic that I have to say I've never tried because of the price tag. It costs $166, and maybe one day, maybe, you know, Santa Claus will bring it to me, but otherwise there's no way I'm doing that. But it's meant to be amazing, and if you have the cash, by all means, I'd be lining up myself to pick that up. So get one of these vitamin C's, put them into your routine. Bob's your uncle. And the third and final product that is honestly the superpower of anti-aging, it's vitamin A, also known as retinoids, and known by a lot of other names that fall underneath the category of retinol, retin-A, tretinoin, you name it. It's all comes from vitamin A. And this really is the powerhouse. It does everything that you want it to do. It builds collagen. It increases cell turnover. Both of those things, by the way, decrease like this as we age. It can stop wrinkles from forming, and it can actually reduce wrinkles. So all those fine lines, if you start early enough, you know, it's going to delay the onset of those and do you lots of fine things when you're still young, and you can do it. It thickens our skin, which we want. You know, our skin is an organ, and it has a job to do, which is to protect us from all the bad stuff out there in the universe. So the better condition that our skin is in, the thicker that it is, the better defense we have against environmental stressors. And vitamin A is brilliant for helping build thick, healthy, good skin. Now, not unlike vitamin C, and probably even worse, it's really difficult to know where to go for retinoids. It's confusing. Words are used interchangeably. There are confusing claims that are made by many companies out there, and it's just hard to know where to start and what you need to do. So I've actually done a whole nother video on it because it's confusing, but hopefully this will help, and I will put a link up here for you to go and check that out. So you pretty much have two options when it comes to retinoids. There are prescription strength, which require doctor supervision, and then there's the cosmetic that you can buy over the counter. Obviously one is much stronger than all of the others, and that would be the prescription, which is known as tretinoin. It's also known as Retin-A. Personally, that's what I buy. I'm a Dermatica girl, so this is a prescription subscription service, which means it shows up every day, every month on my doorstep with the formulation that's made exactly for me and my needs. I personally think if I'm going to add it in, I'm going to go for the strongest thing available, but there are a lot of other options for people with really sensitive skin or skin conditions, and there are lots of different options out there. But this is the gold standard. This really is the gold standard in anti-aging. In general, skin health, even people with for people with acne, it's a great way to help with cell turnover and to uncover that nice healthy skin that's underneath. Okay, so those are the three products that if you're looking for good, healthy, long-term skin choices, these are the guys you should have in your routine. It's never too early to start. Even something like the retinoids, you can start that early. You can just start slow and start low. And that's sort of what I would say about any of these products. Two of them are very, they can be irritating on the skin. The vitamin C and the retinoids, vitamin A, can be irritating. So just introduce them at very low levels and do it very slowly. But you will find massive benefits from using them. And if you do it early, it will help you prolong healthy skin, so you don't have to deal with a lot of the stuff when you become my age. I started too late. Oh well, big mistake. But here we are. So I would start them, I would use them, and again, I cannot emphasize it enough, you have to use SPF. You can't use the other two without the first one, and as I said, you should be using that anyway. So while I do believe you should have all of these in your arsenal, they are not the only things that you should have. I didn't talk about the absolute other necessities, which are cleansers. You need to have good cleansers to get all of this stuff off at night. You need exfoliators in your routine too, to get the dead skin off so that these products can work better and can actually reach the cells and get in there and do what they need to do. And you need moisturizers. You need good moisturizers. They're going to lock in all of the goodness that we're putting into our skin. So if you want to know more about sort of what the pieces of a good skincare routine are, I'll put a video link down below to my skincare routine. And it may not be those exact items because, again, I'd say that a lot of the stuff sitting over here on my turntable probably aren't the same ones that were in that video, but it talks about the categories that you need in order to have good skin health. So I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you got something out of it, and I'd be very interested in learning what products you're using, because as my turntable tells you, I'm always looking for new products. I'm always looking for information to know about products and the products that might help me in my skin and my journey that I'm going on. So I hope you liked it. I hope you'll subscribe. I hope you will give me a thumbs up and hit the notification bell, because I put new videos out every week and you'll be able to know when they hit. So thank you so much for joining me, and I will see you next time. Bye. So in fact, right over here, I thought I'd show you, I have my little wonderful land. I guess I shouldn't have done that, no?
No.
Okay.